It is often suggested when preaching to begin your sermon with a good joke. Helps to get into a rhythm, right? Kind of like, all right, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't work? A stick. Nope. All right, you want something funny and about the church? Okay. Church joke. Church joke. All right. What do church mice talk about? Cheeses. No rhythm? You feel like I got a rhythm? No? Didn't know I was going to be doing a stand-up routine this morning. Anyway, there are all different types of sermons, whether or not you get into a rhythm by first telling a joke, good or bad. Sermons have long been an effective tool to spread the good news, and that is why we are talking about the sermon on this episode of Chuck Knows Church. Sermon. Doesn't take much explanation, does it? Most often delivered by a member of the clergy, addressing theological topics, biblical or moral issues, expounding on a particular belief or behavior, elements of exposition, exhortation, practical application. Some sermons may be long, too long. They may put you to sleep, like some episodes of Chuck Knows Church. Right? Nope, not okay. Got it. Other shorter sermons, often called homilies, ooh, that's cute, homilies, right, may prove even more effective in delivering the message, whatever that may be. Now, the word sermon is derived from an old French term that came from a Latin word, sermon, meaning discourse. While still other etymologists, those who study words like etymologists, make a connection to the Latin word serere, which means to join together, or conversation. Now, this lends itself to the idea that early sermons were delivered in the form of question and answer, and only later did it come to mean monologue. Now, can you imagine that, right? Your pastor throwing out a question to the congregation, seeing what discourse the parishioners come up with, like, what do you call an alligator wearing a vest? That's right, an investigator. Still don't want the jokes, do you? Nope. Gotcha. Probably not questions like that. No wonder the sermon transformed its way into a monologue, right? Now, during the Protestant Reformation, the sermon became very effective, sometimes replacing the Eucharist as the central act of worship. Now, the goal being to rouse the congregation to a deeper faith. Then, in the 18th and 19th centuries, the Great Awakening, 3 or 4 waves of increased religious enthusiasm through revivals where the almighty sermon was omnipotent. Preachers like Jonathan Edwards spake to sinners with that fire and brimstone message, right? Your wickedness makes you, as it were, heavy as lead, plunging into that dreadful pit of glowing flames, the wrath of an angry God. Whew. No wonder it was effective. I just gave myself goosebumps. Ooh. All right. Well, the fire and brimstone may not be my default setting. I'm, more the I've got rhythm, I've got you, I've got my, who can ask for anything? Ta-da! Sermon! All right. To learn more, ask your pastor after the sermon. Tell them Chuck sent you.